We're laughing at you because you said you would never do this in front of the one person who should be able to see you at your most vulnerable. That's what's absurd. Y'all cry on the internet, but you won't cry in front of your loved ones, and you think that's not mentally unwell. Officer Tatum decided to do a response video sponsored by Israel and AIPAC.
You know, it's fair game to criticize people. It's fair game. We're internet people. I'm not gonna sue nobody over fair criticisms.
For context, in case you aren't aware, we did a video in which we talked about Officer Tatum. There was a viral video going around of him from a podcast 2 years ago where he said,
I would never cry in front of my wife.
Someone asked, what happens if your kid dies? He says, I would try not to cry in front of her. If I go to my father's funeral, I ain't crying and all this stuff. Sure enough, he found out Charlie Kirk passed and turned on his live stream and decided to drop some tears for everybody. So people, splice those two together. It was kind of funny to say you would never cry, but then you're on stream crying for the whole world, right? He didn't like that. He was quite upset that we was laughing at that.
But to take a video from 2 years ago, to somehow leverage that to make fun of me for crying, tearing up, when Charlie Kirk was murdered is insane to me.
To me, that doesn't make sense because he uses videos of people and clips it, no matter if it's 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. So game is game. You just watch what the fuck you say and make sure you keep a memory of what you said and make sure you act as the character you portray yourself to be.
Stay consistent with yourself. Don't be getting on the internet changing who you are based on the current narrative of the current hot topic or trauma or event. Try to stay who you are. And Officer Tatum really didn't stay who he was. You can't say one thing and then go against it the other just because it's a few years later, and then get upset when people bring it up and throw it in your face. Come on, this is the internet.
And also, safety reason for you guys, if you do have a situation like that, address it before other people address it. Like, yo, I know I said this back in the day, but you know what? Life has changed me and I learned. Yeah, people still probably criticize you for it, but at least they see that you see it.
He more than likely forgot he even said any of that.
Fair.
That you're missing the point. The point was not, we're not laughing at you because you're the person that you admired died. We laughed at you because of the irony of, okay, you wouldn't cry in front of someone close to you because someone else close to you would die, but someone that is remote, you're going to cry in front of the whole world. That's the thing that is laughable.
But for you to be so disgusting and you see your friend get murdered on television, I could imagine what that does to his kids. And to try to make fun of somebody for that is the lowest that you can go. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com, ladies and gentlemen, Black Friday is here. 30% off, up to 60% off.
What the hell did I just notice? What happened?
Yeah.
I had, you know what?
You noticed that too
I was mad because I actually was going to address that, but I'm going to address 2 points. One, you're trying to say that you're putting yourself in that person's position, but weren't you just telling people on the whatever podcast that I think it's weak for a man to cry? You're belittling other people's situation. Oh, if a dude cries for whatever reason, that is whatever reason. You're the Charlie Kirk, and I got respect to him. Blessed to his family and shit. But once again, that is part of your quote unquote whatever reasons. Practice what you preach. Now, 2, it's so crazy that you could talk that shit and be like, I was just feeling for my brother and this, then the third. You guys want some some stuffed dolls and, dog, get this, click this link right here. But my friend died. And you can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, basically, this motherfucker immediately after talking about, the whole Charlie and practically crying want to go sell his merch. If that ain't some of the most snake oil salesman shit I've ever seen in my life, I don't know what it is. You should be ashamed of yourself, bro, You shouldn't have had not one advertisement moment in that video. That's not the video for it.
I agree with you, bro. I do. I feel like that was just one of those things. Like, at least try to sell it at the end. Like, okay, we still got the merch at the bottom, but, I didn't want to do it in the middle. Whatever. I understand. You still got to make your money. But when you do it right after, found! He broke his legs! Someone save him! Do you have chapped lips? How about you get yourself some cream? Like, back to these messages. He's walking. He can't walk You can't.
My friend Kody gone. I'll miss him so bad. But for a limited time, you can get these KodyBear t-shirts. Fresh off the print. There's the KodyBear in the casket, KodyBear in the hearse, KodyBear.
Casket!
KodyBear RIP stones. We have them all. Limited time offer.
And for specials, you can get a mannequin KodyBear standing in your room just like this. R.I.P. Now back
You
these
pull the string and it goes, oh shit. Oh, fuck.
Oh, I don't know why. Please leave that in.
What happened? What kind of jump cut was that?
It's not a jump cut.
It is.
It's not a jump cut. I can play the original video. Watch how he goes from like, how dare you? By the way, why don't you buy these shirts so you can move in style?
But for you to be so disgusting, and you know, I was at his wedding. I know his wife. I could imagine what they does to his kids. And to try to make fun of somebody for that is the lowest that you can go. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com, ladies and gentlemen, Black Friday is here. 30% off, up to 60% off on the entire store. And that means every single product. This section here is for 60% off.
Now, did I edit that shit? Is that me? Bro, what you want me to do? It wasn't me.
This is triggering for him, and I get that. So
And that's why he was so triggered, he had to do a merch sale. When I'm triggered, that's what I do too. I'm mourning my nigga, buy my sweatpants. So
He's got a point. Like, one, you got to understand with the internet, people are ruthless. You can be vulnerable and cry about a situation. Bro, the dude from Baby Boy, Tyrese, was crying about divorce, and people were railing him, joking on him. Comedians, other fucking, red pill content. It is what it is. It's the belly of the beast. Now, I would say either suck it up and roll with the blows, or you can do what he did and sell yourself a Sonic. Hey, he's fast, he's blue, sexy, $500. But guys, but what do we know? We're just here. I know I just tossed him like a bitch. Like
I don't know what Sonic did to you. Okay.
So you can stay warm in these cold times. Don't forget to buy these
You bent
shirts.
him over a dinosaur.
say it again.
You bent him over a dinosaur.
Daddy,
That is dirty.
Daddy, what did he do?
His no spots are exposed.
so you could stay warm in these cold times.
Don't forget to buy these shirts. Don't forget to buy these shirts. We got the merch. Buy these shirts.
Let me make sure I know exact. 2 years ago about men crying.
They're taking a clip from something I said 2 years ago.
Okay, and why is he saying 2 years ago, right? He's, why would you use something from 2 years ago? All right, he's trying to hint that there's something wrong with doing that.
They're taking a clip from something I said 2 years ago, and which is not 2 years ago. I believe the same thing today, but
I still believe the same thing, but why would you clip me? Like, this is why, and this isn't towards like a lot, this isn't towards like Red Pill or any type of creator, it's just content creators in general. This is why people look at some of them like jokes, because y'all say some shit, and then when somebody calls you out on it, even though your whole premise is calling other niggas out from years ago, y'all still talk about niggas from 5 years ago and still call them cocks. But then when they pull your pocket and they pull your shit, you be like, man, why are they talking about us? Phil, even though I know I made 7 videos about you and you being this and that, why you gotta make one video about me? Why you gotta make one video about me? Yeah, I cheated. So I still don't believe men should cheat. But I cheated, but why you pulling my card? Sensitive ass niggas.
Because you're a fucking hypocrite. That's why. Simple as done. You gonna say one thing, do another thing, and then get mad when someone call you on it. Hey, stay consistent, and shit won't come back to you. But the fact that you're like, well, I stand on it, well then why are you mad? You standing on it. Stand on it then. Be proud. Puff out your chest. Puff out your chest. I ain't got a big one like you. I need your help. Puff out your chest. Do something with it. Quit fucking getting mad that people are calling you out on your nonsense. This is your fault.
Don't call out my buddy. Fuck your ass up.
But
So
something
who,
else.
so who cares? So who cares if it was 2 years ago, 5 minutes ago, 5 years ago? If you still believe the same thing, that means that video is still relevant today. So it doesn't matter. We did take it 2 years ago. It doesn't matter.
But why would you use a clip from me from 3 years ago saying I'm an atheist?
Your argument?
I'm still an atheist, but why would you use a clip from 3 years ago saying I'm an atheist?
I didn't know
I don't
that.
believe in God.
I didn't
I'm
know
never going to believe in God. Why use a clip from 3 years?
Myron, calm down.
But we have to appreciate like the fake outrage. The 2 years ago, why would you use a clip from 2 years ago? I still think that today. Then shut the fuck up. Like, why are you acting like you ain't used older clips to make a point against somebody politically? And if you still, and you know, I'm the retard. Because I remember when we did the other video, I said, you know, to be fair to him, this video was from 2 years ago. Maybe he changed his opinion. And his dumb ass, no, I didn't change my opinion. I still think this, but how could you use it?
Weak men are viewed as unattractive. You can make the argument that crying can be viewed as a weakness.
Listen to what he said. That crying could be. That's what he said. That crying could be a weakness.
Once
Yeah, but you said, he said, yeah, crying could be a weakness, but that's not how you were portraying it. You said that if you could prevent and absolutely could not do it, you're not going to cry in front of your wife because it is a weakness. You didn't say it could be a weakness. You said it is a weakness to cry in front of your wife. But you'll cry in front of millions of people on your YouTube channel and shit. That's the hypocrisy.
Once again, one, my boy's right, and two is this. Crying is not a weakness. It's, yes, if you consider vulnerability a weakness, then a lot of things y'all do is vulnerable. So, like, you know, you proposing to your wife, because everybody's talking about they won't cry to their wife, but you'll get on your knee and propose to a woman. That is a submissive state by itself. But, you know, that's neither here or there. Two, you say it's not vulnerable, but some of you guys will sit here on TikTok and some of you guys will be like and subscribe, da, da, da. You're begging. That's a submissive, that's a vulnerable state. You need them. It's okay. But going to the crying thing, it's okay. I cried in front of my wife. Guess what? We're still together. You know, it doesn't change anything. If you're crying about dumb shit, baby, my job failed. We haven't been monetized. We only did 20 videos. We haven't been monetized. Like, he'll look at me like, shut your bitch ass up. Say it with your chest, like, you know. We haven't been monetized. Okay. Like, no. When you're crying about important shit, like, damn, oh, Phil, I don't know how I'm gonna pay rent. Like, you know, they fucked me over. They haven't given my check back. Hey, man, my mom has cancer and I don't know what to do. I can't fight. I'll fight to protect her, but I can't fight cancer. That's a vulnerable state.
Yeah.
Nobody will sit there and be like, that's a bitch. And here's the thing. If y'all think that way, any MMA fighter y'all see lose a fight and cry, go up and call him a bitch. You'll get folded.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You'll get folded. Nate Diaz start crying, he'll slap the dog piss out of you.
Crying doesn't make you physically weak. It doesn't really make you mentally weak. Unless you're crying over, like you said, really insignificant things. Like I said in another video, you stub your toe and you're over there belly aching about it for 2-3 hours. I could see how a woman could look at you as soft and weak. If you over there, you know, I don't know, crying over the fucking, you know, fact that your burger got cooked too hard and then you blow a fit and throw it in the fucking garbage can complaining, that is a form of crying too. You're just crying without the tears. Still a temper tantrum.
And if she can't accept you being vulnerable over serious shit, no matter what you say, you chose the wrong what?
What? So,
You know,
you said you never, ever, you went outcast on us. Ever.
just watch Watch how cowardly he's gonna be. He just doesn't want to own what he's
You
saying.
said you had men cry in front of you. That's why you're not with
Sometimes
him.
I look up videos of like army dads coming.
So you heard that? He said to the woman, "Oh, you saw a man cry in front of you. That's not why you're not with them," implying that something is wrong with men crying, and that's why a woman wouldn't want to be with them. Keep watching.
Because women judge men very harshly on that. I would never cry in front of my wife.
You see him say "could" there, and he would say he would never, and he says women judge men for that.
But I admired the guy that said the reasons why he wouldn't cry, because he needs to be strong for his father. And every man, in my personal opinion, would want to have that perspective.
Do you think that's what every man should do?
What?
When he was saying that, try to be strong, not cry in front of your woman.
I mean, to be honest, for the most things, yeah. I mean, for most things, but not everything. Like, you lose your mama, I don't know, your dog that you've had for the last 20 years passes. I don't know, just, there's a number of heavy things that could be a good purpose for a man to cry. But it's just, but women do judge you. I don't care what it is. Even if, like, say a man, like, here's the thing, though. I do agree with Officer Tatum that women do judge. If he was to go through a series of really heavy events, it would seem like he's constantly crying, and I could still see a woman judging him for that. When it wouldn't necessarily be his fault, he's justified in those tears. Maybe it was just a whole series of just events that just, out of his control. Because the reality is no woman wants to see a man cry all the time. I understand what he's saying, but to say that you can't do it for fear of being judged, that's BS. It's only if you're just crying all the time like a big old baby.
Yeah.
What's that talking about?
I heard a guy say this, is that when my father passes away, which everybody's parent is going to pass away, I'm not going to cry at his funeral.
So as you listen to it, I said I saw a clip of a guy say that I'm not going to cry at my dad. I didn't say I wasn't going to cry at my dad's funeral. I said the guy that I admired had said this. I didn't say I wouldn't cry at my dad's funeral. I just said I'm not going to do it in front of my wife. I go cry on my own. I didn't say I wouldn't cry at my dad's funeral. I just said I'm not going to do it in front of my wife.
Is your wife not going to be at your dad's funeral?
No. You know why?
So he's trying to walk back the statement, right? He's doing this cowardly thing where he's trying to run away from what he said. He's like, no, I never said I wouldn't cry at my dad's funeral. Okay, well, what if your wife's there? What, are you going to run and hide in a corner to cry at your dad's I don't know, bro. Y'all try to make sense of this for me. I don't really understand it, but let's keep watching.
But when stuff hit the road, I need to be strong for my wife. That's all I said.
But you don't get your lick back.
This is a sickness of the highest order.
4 million people saw
For me,
Pause.
you suffer. I think you suffer in silence. That's what I think.
All right. And now Abba finally just gave me a reason to defend Mr. Tatum. He can make it to his dad's funeral and never actually cry in front of his wife.
He could try.
Well, he could try, but the odds are he can find the time and space, wander off, go behind the building, go out in the parking lot, go into a bathroom, away from his wife and cry. And then clean himself up and come back. Because I've been to funerals where I've kind of had to do that, where I just bounced off like my grandma bounced off, did what I had to do, came back, no one was to the wiser.
Shit, y'all just do what I do. Bitch, don't be at the funeral. Did you cry? Hell no. Bitch, get in the car. But I really need to be there. Buy an Uber. Pay the Uber to take her everywhere but the right spot. Cry all you want. 10 stop before. Why? He drive by the place. I think there's the place. All he no, he's still ain't done yet. He's still not done yet. Yeah, that's how I cry.
No, I'm too tough for that. When you catch me cry, it's more like a.
And mean, no matter what, there's no tough way to sound crying, bro.
No, I'm done.
There's no tough way to cry. Like, everybody trying to, like, you know what?
That's all I got.
It still sounds soft. It still sounds soft. Nobody, I remember one of my homeboys, he was trying to be like, oh yeah, man, I cry tough. I said, how the fuck you cry tough?
Nah,
I was like, nah, nigga, you still, like, it sounded like someone slid it in the booty hole.
no, that shit, it reminds me of the Elisa Dika skit where he's talking about the prison guy, Big Brown. Big Brown.
Big Brown.
Big Brown, mama passed today. Big Brown hurt. That was the fastest cry I've ever seen in my life, type shit. You know, I'm kind of like that guy, you know, a little bit, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Get it out, get it over with.
But yeah, but back on subject, I don't think he's trying to backtrack, and that's the problem. You already put yourself to like an asshole. Just stand on it. If you think it's weak to cry, that's your opinion. But I know guys that are tougher than you that cry, and guess what? If you sat there and looked at them like, hey, you're a softy, they would fucking cave your face in.
Potentially.
But I'm saying hypothetically, if they wanted to, let's go into reality.
That's better.
It's like the Terminator. Oh, I'll beat the Terminator's ass. A robot, nigga. Like, you know what? You end it. You end it. I'm getting in my ADHD's kicking in.
His feelings are kicking in. But what did we learn? Officer Tatum, come on, man. You should have just jumped out. The moment everyone was like, yo, you said you wouldn't cry, now you crying. You should be like, hey, man, shit happens. And, you know, yeah, I said that. I meant it when I said it. But you know what? I didn't expect one of my closest friends to get, you know, unalived on national television. And that would have been something everybody could understand. But instead, you want to, you know, puff it up. You know, no, I ain't like, no, man, I'm a man. You ain't going to call me out. Exactly. Until the next time, guys. Peace.